Welcome to Mindfulness Monday, episode 7. 7, I can count, look, 7. And I was thinking about this one after last week I did one. Mindfulness Monday, episode 6 was a pre-recorded one. And that, I thoroughly enjoyed that one. It was really nice. But I like the doing live stuff. I like just talking about stuff and just seeing where things go. And this week, I'm going to talk to you about being present. And I want you to think about this as a question first. And, you don't have to answer it openly. You can put it in the comments if you want, or you can just think about it and just make some notes on it. But when was the last time you were ever truly present? So when was the last time you were completely in this moment and not thinking about what happened in the past and not thinking about what may or may not happen in the future? Not worried about what's gone already or your memories of that, or worried about, whether X is going to happen or Y is going to happen. When have you ever been truly, truly, truly present? I can think of a few times when I've been truly present, and I can think of many, 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 many more times where I haven't been, and I feel a little bit frustrated by that, but that's fine. You get these things when you get them. For me, it being truly present is about being involved so deeply in something that you don't know the passage, you don't notice the passage of time. And I was just thinking about my youngest lad who's been talking to me this morning about playing with Lego. And he's like, have you got any Lego sets to play with? When I make Lego, I'm truly present making Lego. I love creating that because I'm focusing on the book and I'm focusing on the build, and it's a slow incremental process. And then you get to the end of it, loads of time has passed, and then you have this amazing model in front of you. But being present is a really, really important thing. And obviously from the perspective of meditation and mindfulness, we talk about anchoring yourself on this moment, because this is the only thing you can control. Everything which has happened before is a memory. You're taking what's happened in the past through the filter of who you are now, and everything which happens is going to happen in the future hasn't yet happened. The only thing you can control is this moment. Being present is really cool when it comes to working with people and coaching people, because by removing all the distractions, and it's really easy to be distracted in this day and age. We want distraction. It gives us that nice sort of dopamine rush, going out there looking at social media, looking for likes and looking for engagement. But being able to kind of close off all of that stuff and just say, this is what I'm focusing on in the moment, this coaching conversation, which is going to be going on for half an hour, 90 minutes, whatever it is that you have set up as your coaching conversations if you're a coach, or whatever it is that you have set up as your consultations if you work in healthcare or wherever you work. But being present for that time and shutting everything else out is brilliant, because it means you can give your undivided attention to that person in front of you. And in that moment of presence, you notice so much more. You notice the language they use. You notice the words that they use. You notice the position they're in. You notice the movements they make. You notice the pauses. You notice when they speed up. You notice when they go to humor to hide things, which is something I do on quite a regular occurrence, which my coach is quite happy to point out for me on as much as possible. You notice so much more by being present, because you're not distracted by what's going on. And that isn't easy. It's not easy to be present, because we all have busy lives. We all have things which we worry about. We all have things which we're concerned about. We all have other things we want to get onto. We have judgment about whether we're doing what we should be doing, or judgment about whether we are, our business is in the right place, or, worry and concern and anxiety about the things maybe we've missed in the past. There's so many different variables to play with, which are trying to drag us away from this present moment. But presence within a coaching conversation for me means that I can pick up on what people are going through in the moment. And there's various exercises which you can use for that. There's breathing exercises which are brilliant to bring you into the moment and center you. There's so many things which we can look at. So my invitation to you today is again, it's a simple one. It's not necessarily easy, but find some time today or tomorrow or during the week, to be present with something or someone. Give somebody the gift of your attention, your full, undivided attention. If there's a phone around, shift it. If there's a distracting environment, move away from it. If you've got notifications on your phone, or as I have on my watch, switch them off and spend time focused on that thing or that person. Because in the same way as I asked the question at the beginning of this about when was the last time you gave somebody kind of your undivided attention, you were completely present. It's kind of a paraphrase from it, but you know what I mean. Think what it's like when somebody gives you their undivided attention and they're completely present with you. And before I finish this, I'll tell you a little story about where that presence can work. I have been lucky enough to experience what it's like to be in a conversation with someone where they're completely present with me, where they're focused on me, they are 100% interested in me. And those conversations stick with me. The conversation I had with one of my old coaches, Chris, which was based on what is it I want to do when I moved from podiatry into coaching, and that conversation around selling my business, that was a conversation where Chris was completely present on me, or present with me. And when you've experienced that, there is a slight addiction to it. Experiencing that is such a powerful thing. You want to have more and more of it. So my invitation to you, going back to the invitation before, is spend some time being completely present with someone or something. Today, tomorrow, this week, next week, whenever it is. I'd love to know more about it. Obviously, pop it in the comments, message me, tell me how you get on. But being present with people is an absolute gift. It's a gift to them and it's a gift to you. And it can make a huge difference to people. Let me know how you get on. Thanks for listening. See you later.